top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Coming out aggressively. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you...
Touchdown, South Carolina! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people here
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the deep in.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage, and that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. The short hands, it's Brown. Great move, now he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to take off. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got it, looking for the first down. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable fourth down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
The Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Motion from the back. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Underwood. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs to buy some time. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Wants to go up top. This one's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going right and going deep. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn in.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The screen, and watch out. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the 1st down, and stay on the field.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And that one's incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
The sure hands, it's Haynes. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
A little trickeration, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're going to run it to the right. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end, and he pumps it up inside the 20. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Finding an escape route. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to get the corner. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. The give to the back. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Shakes off the defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines are on the move. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
And I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
They go to the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense gets set for second down. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give to the single back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneaked the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
Back has it. The pitch. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.